about to start.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of No Conduct Radio. Tonight we are answering the question, is it true that once a cheater, always a cheater? Or can somebody be reformed, whether it's a man or a woman? You know, women tend to think it's just men for some reason who cheat, but women are dirty, dirty cheaters as well. So we're asking, if you've cheated, can you ever be trusted again? Can you be reformed? Or is it true? Once a cheater, always a cheater. We're also listening to two songs today, music by Kristii and music by Filipe Ferin. So we're listening to two songs, which you could find both of those artists on our website. We're answering, I decided to name it Kai's Random Questions, all because of Char. Because Char says I randomly just come up with stuff that nobody ever thinks about. So we'll be answering Kai's random questions of the day. And our first relationship question before we're going to answer two relationship questions because we had one just come in live last night around like 11 or something last night. Or was it today? Anyway, it came in just recently, so I wanted to answer that person's relationship question that they sent to the page directly. So, in other news, BJ has become Char. He will be late today. And that's what we're doing today. So, what'd you say?
I said I taught him well. Good job, BJ.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good job.
No, but I'm on time. I was actually early today, so I'm working on it.
No, yeah, you're doing better, but that's what I'm saying. BJ's becoming you.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, exactly.
BJ is currently driving, and he is adamant that he never talks and drives at the same time. So he's the complete opposite of me.
But even on Bluetooth?
Yeah, even on
Bluetooth.
That make a
difference? But I mean,
I don't know. He doesn't talk and drive, which that's
weird.
when I do most of my talking. Like, if you haven't heard from me in a week, but I have a good drive coming up, I'm about to call you.
Exactly. Wow. Okay, BJ. A little the times, but that's okay. But it really does make sense. Technology is there for a reason. To become more efficient.
Well, you know, everybody is different. What can you say?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you're waiting on. So both of the boys are Logic's not here. Both of the boys are not here. What's going on? Why is it just the girl show today?
Boys will be boys. Actually, I wasn't aware the Logic wasn't with us. Perhaps he's back in his cave. It's how many more months of rental?
I think we scared him off with our topic of cheaters.
Yeah.
What do you think,
yeah,
Char?
I would have to agree. It might be one that he's quite familiar with, so I didn't think he wanted to face the music. So yeah,
that's
okay,
very, very suspicious.
Right. No, you know what? I think some of our listeners might just picture him as this not a womanizer, but like a playboy type, or what is it called? You know, just all these women and just juggling this one, that one. But he might actually be
You think
quiet.
they think of him? I mean, he says he gets hate mail.
Well,
so I don't know if they think of him that way.
Because he comes off as chauvinistic, but I believe he probably is not. I think Logic's the opposite of how he perceives himself to be on the air. I just believe that because it's like he has to maybe bat the woman off, but he has all these rules. If you don't follow his rule book exactly, he's going to get rid of you quick. I mean, get in that kitchen, woman, and make me a sandwich. And don't talk to me. I'm playing my video game, and just go dust something.
Good Lord, that's what you think of Logic?
Yeah, that's what I mean. In a lot of his comments, it seems like that's what he's saying, but I don't believe that. I think it's just some persona that he's putting on for us, and he's probably a very, very sensitive gentleman, and maybe a little quiet, maybe more on the nerdy side, and so I think probably the entire opposite. So, listeners, just let your own imaginations run wild with that one, but that's my opinion.
Well, I mean, in terms of the whole "make my sandwich" woman and stuff like that, that's a joke. I mean, he usually even puts on a voice for that. That's a joke. But in terms
but he so often, he gives that scenario.
I mean, but it's a joke. But in terms of you're not going to talk to other guys and you're not going to go out with your vagina showing. That's real.
I know that part makes sense. That's not being a chauvinist. That's just being a man who wants his women to be respectful. That I wasn't referring to that. There's plenty of examples of where if you can just sense that he's pretending to have this persona of a chauvinist, and he's not. I don't believe he is. That's what I'm saying. And that's entirely different. But like standing, not respecting women who are loose with themselves, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to respect a woman who doesn't respect herself. So when he gives this uncanny opinion or it just interaction on those topics, he's doing so as a man who respects women who respect themselves and vice versa. So I can't hate him for that at all. Because there are women out there who are not wearing panties. There are women out there who are not wearing panties at this very moment, Kai, as we speak. And
well, I mean, if they're
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, remember the topic, was it last week when we talked about thong or no thong? Thong, the thong. That's what comes to mind.
Yeah.
The thong. Okay. So, do you recall that I said the secretary that came on several months ago about the creamy crack and the natural, no natural movement, all that, and I said she had long natural hair? Well, she has a twin. Okay, she has a twin. So her twin has been filling in throughout the week when she's not here. So now they both work for us. And so the funny thing is, her twin just discussed with me that she was on your side with the thong thing. She's like, Char.
That's hilarious.
Right, but here's how it came up, though. She heard the show last week. Here's how it came up. She's now moonlighting at a bar, and it's actually a strip club, but she moonlights as a cocktail waitress. The actual manager walks up to her and says, excuse me, you can't wear those panties. So when she bent over to clean the bar, you can see her bloomers. I wouldn't say I won't call them trousers or bloomers. The girl's only 23. But you can see her full panties, okay, like a normal person. And so she goes, excuse me? He said, you're going to have to fix that. He goes, don't wear any at all if you don't want to wear a thong. I said, first of all, that's a little discriminating. Why would you, not discriminating, that's like harassment. Why would a man in that position tell a woman, a beautiful young woman, well, just don't wear any at all? Because he said, you're going to have to do something about that panty. Your panty is showing up from the top of your pant. And she says, or from her stretch pant. And she says, well, what do you expect me to do? He says, well, what everybody else does, wear a thong. She goes, they're uncomfortable. I'm not wearing one. I refuse. And I don't even like the way it feels. I like a full panty. You have a problem with that? He goes, yeah, just don't wear any at all. Oh, my God. She just told me this a moment ago. That borders on harassment, but it also borders on, it's a bit personal to tell me what kind of panty I should wear or not wear. And she clearly told you, I know that my position requires me to dress skimpy, okay, because this is Vegas, and it's a cocktail waitress. But if I choose to wear a full panty, this is what she's saying, leave me alone. And he's promoting the thong or nothing. I said, my God. And then he tells her, well listen. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, well, it's the same thing I would tell any man who tells me some bull crap about a thong. Then you wear it. You see how uncomfortable it is, and if you can get away with wearing it, sure, I'll wear it. But don't sit there telling me to wear something that you never, ever wear yourself. So that's my thing. But you were going to say what now?
No, I totally agree. Well, I just feel like things are a bit more personal than maybe I realized, because I'm not in that business. I've never been a cocktail waitress in the strip club. But she said that when she was cleaning the bar, 3 of her brand new nails broke. Well, 3 of her acrylic nails broke off when she was cleaning the bar. Something about the solution that she uses. It's kind of sensitive. And so he says, you're going to have to get your nails done. And she's like, yeah, I know, they were done. I just broke free. He goes, well, it's okay. It's covered. We get our nails, all the girls' nails done here and their lashes. So once again, why do I feel like that's a little bit chauvinistic? Not chauvinistic. I feel like it's kind of like, what is the word for that? Like, you're a man and you're telling me that I must have acrylic nails. Do you see what I'm saying? Or I must have these long, so-called, in your opinion, prettier nails, and I have to get them done and keep them done, and my lashes. And you're going to pay for it because it's all part of, you want us all to look pretty much the same, I guess, on the...
What is that called, Logic?
The slut side of glamour? I don't know. Is Logic on now? Hi, Logic.
All right. I don't know I don't know if there's a specific word for that, but he's definitely being stereotypically piggish, I guess. I don't know what other word I would use, but unless it's a specific dress code that was already established before she got the job, he doesn't have the right to tell her how she has to dress or what her cosmetic profile should look like. Nails and all that stuff like that. You don't get to tell people stuff like that unless you, again, specify this is basically the employee look that we're going for, or this is what our dress code is. Then that's one thing, but I don't know. From what you described, it sounds as if, to me, this dude is testing the water about how much he can get away with saying to her, and the fact that she's not, snapping back at him like, "What did you just say?" Blah blah blah. He's pushing it further and further.
Right.
So if he's offering to get her nails done, I would say more than likely he's trying to bang this chick.
Well, I asked her, was it personal? Is it personal that he's offering to get your nails done? She says no. She said that all the girls, that it's part of they cover it, your lashes and your nails. But she said it was random, though.
Who is they? Wait a minute. Who is they, though? Is he the only boss, or is there more than one boss there saying it?
Okay, I guess management. I guess I can say management, as in the managers, have a budget to cover lashes and nails for the cocktail waitresses to all look a certain uniform way. And it was she said it was random because they didn't discuss anything. She's only been working it for a week. Or not
okay,
quite 2
but
weeks.
My question is he the only one saying these things, or is it more than one person saying this stuff?
Oh, I don't know. So far, I believe only him, and he is her manager, but it was so random. She said what happened was literally 3 nails popped off while she was trying to clean the bar, and he noticed how tacky that it looked. And he says, "Oh, sweetheart, we're going to have to do something about that." You see what I'm saying? And then that's when he went into the whole thing about, well, you're going to have to get your nails done. Well, we take care of it here, your lashes, blah, blah, blah. And this is the same man that said, wear no panties at all if you can't wear a thong like the other girls, because we don't want to see your bloomers hanging out from your stretch pant or from your, well, in this case, no, she's probably wearing short shorts, because they wear short shorts or panties and high heels or whatever they want. They wear any bottom they want, and everybody wears the same very risque-looking, top or blouse or shirt, whatever. So, I mean, we're talking about a strip club here.
But again, I don't know. What do you think, Logic? I mean, if she works in a strip club, then I guess they expect a certain look. There's not much you
but
can say.
As I said, if they've established it, like, if there's a strip club owner and he's hiring a cocktail waitress, and there's going to be a discussion of the dress code, like, okay, this is how all of my waitresses dress, and this is what we need you to blah blah blah. Like, you're going to go over that. So either A, they went over that and she ignored it, and he's calling her out on it, or B, they never went over that. He never said what he was looking for in standards, so to speak. And now he's like watching her and looking at her and saying, "Oh, you need this, you need that, blah blah blah." I don't know. I'm not in this strip club stuff. I don't hang out at strip club. I don't know. I mean, but it seems to me that if she doesn't want to be scrutinized in that way, then she needs to want to likely get a job somewhere else. I mean, if you're in Vegas, there's plenty of other cocktail jobs you can get, you know.
Right. And actually, I stand corrected, guys. Her other job that she does twice a week, she does cocktail waitress and bar, but this one's full bar, so you're behind the bar. So I don't see why it should be that strict anyway. It doesn't matter that much. I make your drink, I hand it to you. It's not like you have to walk around with your body.
If a strip club owner decides that there's a certain theme that he wants going on in his business, then that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if she wants to be respected as a bar matron, strip club is probably somewhere else. It is not the place that she wants to be.
Well, I discussed that with her before she started. I said, you do realize what type of environment this is that you chose. You know, you have lots of choices in Vegas or any city for that matter, and so be aware of your surroundings and that certain types of people will breed in those environments, and so you have, if you respect yourself enough, just reconsider, is this something that I want to commit to, you know? But she's very, very young, so I don't know if that makes a difference totally, but sometimes you have to live and learn.
Well, it depends on how young. If she's, you know.
That's what I was about to say. How old is she?
23.
No.
Her planner 23.
23?
Yeah, young 23, I think, just turned.
Well, she's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah, she needs to change up her the way she's going about things.
Right.
It's kind of hard to
mean,
stand up and have integrity in a strip club.
Well, you know, this might be a little offish, but one reason she considered this place is because it's an all black-owned establishment.
And that means what?
Well, we didn't have that here. That just isn't something that they came
all black strip club. So what? That's not a point of pride there.
Owners and everything.
That's like a porn dude saying, "Oh, this is all black owned." You know, I'm doing something for my community. What?
Look, that's an all black cast that runs up in you.
Yeah, like it.
It's black cast on steroids. I don't know if that.
I mean, yeah,
some people felt more comfortable because of that, opposed to some of the other options out here. So I don't know. That's how it came across to me. Oh, life is such. Okay, so here's a random question.
She's 23, so she's going to learn. So, I mean, she'll get there. I worked in a strip club once as a waitress because I just couldn't find a waitress gig anywhere else. Everybody kept saying you needed experience, whatever. So someone had told me about this place, and I went there to be a waitress, but it's like people kept hitting on me, or they expected me to do the same things the strippers did, or like if I told these people no, $1,000 to come in some back room with them, I'm like, frick no. And then the strippers would be like, you're crazy. He's offering you all this money. And then the owner was hitting on me too. I lasted there one night, never went back. Couldn't do it because I came there to be a waitress. That was it. And again, this is me coming from a place of naivety. I'm just like, I figured if I was there to be a waitress, that's all it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, I had just moved to Houston, and you know they're sitting there talking about all their thick girls. So I just figured nobody would be interested in even talking to me because I was a little skinny, you know. So, but I couldn't last there. It was too much.
Well, Kai, let me ask you this though: what type of did you have to wear any kind of really risque or exotic costume or a tiny itty bitty something?
No, they didn't. They just told me I had to wear black and white. So I wore a black skirt and a white button-up shirt. That was it.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty modest. A short skirt with heels or anything? Pumps? Heels?
I don't wear heels. I mean, I probably had on, like, boots with, like, 1-inch heels maybe. But,
yeah.
I don't wear heels.
Well, in that
I was probably the most dressed down out of everybody.
That's why I asked heels, because that environment, it's like heels, okay, regular shoe, Oh, okay, but that wasn't too bad as far as what you had to wear. I mean, because here, if you're just in a regular bar, they definitely want you to be super sexy. Everything about Vegas is over glamorous. They promote sexy, what is it called, sensuality or whatever, and sometimes it's just way overkill. And it's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah,
so.
but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. My thing is, like, I lasted one night with that, and that was way less. I mean, I guess it was still much, but it was way less than she's going through. So I'm in awe at how she's still there. Because if somebody will tell me my dress code has to be this and this, I don't think that's going to roll over well with me.
Well, Kai, this was only last evening because she just showed me her broken nails. So, and she's only been there for a week and a half. She hasn't been there for 2 weeks. So this.
Yeah, but when did they tell her about the song?
Yesterday, last night, because she was bending over trying to scrub the bar, and that's when her manager noticed her nails had popped off. Well, he didn't know they popped off. He just thought she just came to work looking tacky. Do you see what I'm saying? And he saw the panties sticking out of her out of short or skirt or whatever. And that whole conversation happened all at once. Before they were done with it.
Well, then the question is she planning on going back?
Yes. Yes, tonight.
Well.
Tonight.
Well,
yep.
Then
as a matter of fact,
still...
really fun. Here's something interesting for couples out there. So she tells me, because we're kind of like, she's like a little sister. We're like super cool. I know her family, and we all work together, whatever, for a while. So she says, so why don't you and Charles come out and visit me on my shift? Because she's a bartender at another place that a lot of us go to, like for years, and so we'll come and just have drinks just to sit and talk to her because that's what she wants or whatever. And so we just like that. We like that environment's cool. But I'm like, so I said, sweetheart, Charles is not going to go to a strip club, especially with me, and he doesn't find that to be that much fun. Like, why would he want to come there to a strip club and just sit there and watch you pouring drinks? And she's like, really? You won't go to a strip club? Even if he's out there, he never really got the concept of getting that excited, with somebody teasing you when he can just pick up his phone, his black book, make a call if he wanted something if you want to run up in something that bad, it was not hard. Opposed to giving people money, while they tease you, or giving these women money while they tease you. So he absolutely wouldn't. I mean, it's the furthest. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. And he's one of those men who, if a woman were to even look at me any halfway cockeyed kind of way, he would be like, oh, why is she looking at you like that? You like her like that? Like he's one of those men that are like gay, sensitive, where they feel like you're cheating just as much if you haven't if you love a girl, it's the same as if you screwed with a guy, like you screwed a guy. So I was like, no, it's
that's
not
because that's
happen.
true.
Well, I mean, some people feel like it's not as bad if it's a girl. I don't know, but he feels like it's equal, and it would be cheating, or it would be just too much, like just the wrong environment for us. Period. So, yep. So I was like, you're on your own. We won't be visiting your bar that far. Sweetheart.
Well, like I said, she's gonna grow. I hope.
Yeah.
She'll get there. Her and her twin.
Well,
all right.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, this was my question just to our smaller panel today. If any of us could go back to one particular age, what would it be? If you can just wind the clock back, what age would you be for just that moment?
Are we able to keep our memories?
Sure. I don't see why not.
I'll rewind it back to 19.
Okay.
Now that if I know all that I know and I can keep that knowledge and just rewind the clock back, I'll go back to 19.
Wow. Okay, that's really young. And what about you, Logic? Logic, are you there, or did you fall asleep on our topic?
No, I'm here. I don't know. I would say 20.
Okay. 20. And you and Kai are pretty close with that. I'm kind of surprised. I guess I thought you guys would maybe say an age that was a little bit more experienced in life and could maybe have learned a little more and be respected a little more. Because when you're younger,
we have all our memories, so we've already learned all the things that we learned up until now. You said we can keep our memories.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right.
So I'm rewinding it all the way back to
I would say 17.
when I
start fresh.
17.
I would say 17.
Yeah, I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to start fresh with all the knowledge, experience, everything that I have now, and I'm going to start fresh at 19. Dude, I'll be a millionaire. Can you imagine?
Right. Unstoppable.
I want to have no kid. Man. That'd be it. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to get out of this.
You got a flashback. Well, I don't want to be 30. I want to be 30 all over again because that's when I had just left my husband, and when I first moved to New York, and I loved it out there, and everything was just going the way I wanted it to in my life. I was just loving life, every bit of it. So, and by the way, that's the year I did my first Billboard, Logic, and whoever else cares. I found one of them the other day in the computer, just randomly online. So it was cool to figure it. I don't care.
Yeah, like stupid. Why are you laughing at the girl?
No, because I knew I was irking him with that, so I threw it in there. But yeah, I would go back to 30. So yeah, that's what I would do. Give myself another chance to do it right, even better.
So you would go through the whole getting married to your husband or your ex-husband and everything like that?
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
You
not.
have a chance to rewind it and serious.
Why would I want to do that? Oh, I don't know.
I would never.
There were great memories too, and my son. But that means I wouldn't have my son. Oh, I don't know if I want to live without knowing I never had him, because I still have my memories, right? So.
Oh well, you know what? You're right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I would have to have that erased from my memory. That I would definitely have to have erased from my memory. I wouldn't be able to function knowing I had my daughter and now she's not here. It needs to be that I just don't have a child and I didn't know that I ever had one. That's what it is.
Right, and it's like what you can't miss what you didn't have, right? I mean, no.
Exactly.
Okay. Didn't know.
Exactly. But if I know I had her and I rewound back to start at 19 and I don't have her, everything that I'm sitting here planning is it just I'll sit there just in a stupor. I wouldn't be able to function.
Yeah, look, this is what you do. You just get a dog and you name them the same name. That's all you do.
Or a fish.
Oh, wait, repeat that? You said you do what?
Yeah, or fish. Your fish.
I said you just get a dog and you name them the same name as your kid and keep it moving.
You are so cold-hearted. That's not going to work for me. I'm going to need to take something to forget just that little aspect. Well, it's not a little aspect because it's involved in the whole part of my life now. So I guess I would want to forget between now and 10 years from now. That lineage I would have to forget. And then, so I need to remember from that age all the way to 19. So that's what I need to remember. There. I changed my answer.
I'm glad you fixed that for us, Kai. That sounds so much more reasonable. Okay, so that was my third segue. As many times as Kai wanted to start with our real topics today, I'm going to zip it so that we can move forward. But thanks for sharing, guys. That was interesting to know.
All right, so where is Kai's random question? All right. Kai's random question of the day. First one. What kids' movie did you watch when you were little that completely scarred you?
It did what you? Scarred you?
It scarred you.
Yeah, it scarred you.
I don't know. See. Well, hold up. Can you move out? What age is this? Because usually, let me see, I'm basically outside a lot. I ain't watching a lot of TV, so I was outside a lot. I don't know.
I didn't even know you were on. You're out your car.
Really?
Yay.
So who do you thought was laughing at you?
She probably thought it was Logic laughing, not you.
Laughing at her?
I did. A couple of times I did.
So you're trying to get sound the same too. Anyway.
All right. So what movie completely scarred you as a kid?
Oh, scarred. Okay, I couldn't hear you first. Okay.
Okay.
I
don't know. Man.
I don't know. I watched so many cartoons, and I didn't have any ill feelings about anything. I just like cartoons.
Right. A lot of cartoons.
It made me happy. I eat a Pop-Tart, sit down, and call it a morning. Yeah.
I can't think of none.
So I mean, like Bambi, Little Mermaid, nothing.
Damn.
They were all, but some were happy. Even though you have like wicked witches and gnomes and warlocks here and there, magical powers and all that. But at the end of the cartoon, they always, there was a happiness. That the
there was a movie that made me ask
to the
questions.
Religion.
Like, there's a movie that had Elijah Wood in it, and it was some other kid. I really cannot remember the name of this movie. But I was younger, so it made me look at adults different. It was basically, the premise of the story was Elijah Wood and his little brother had an abusive father that would drink and beat them up, you know what I mean? And they had a mom, and the mom knew that this was going on. She left the guy, but then she let him come back, and he started abusing them again. And it was just a very, I think it was called Radio Flyer or something. And they built.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, they built this.
I heard of it.
Yeah, they built this. Him and his brother, basically, in order to take their mind off the fact that their father had come back, and they were terrified. You know what I mean?
I just heard of that one.
They start building this glider out of a wagon, and they had a German Shepherd dog, and then eventually the father yet again started drinking, and he started beating them up, and so it got to the point where Elijah Wood and his brother was planning to escape on this glider that they was building, and I think it was something like the father went running after them to beat them up because he found out that it was something that set them off, and they tried to make their escape, but only, I think Elijah Wood had to do something because the thing wasn't going to take off correctly, so he had to do something to stop the father from stopping the glider, and so he had to basically jump off and do something, and him and the dog was able to stop the father, and the glider kept going, and the little brother got away and flew away, and that was the end of the movie.
Aww.
And I was like, and it just made me so angry, like, why in the world would she let this guy come back? And then what happened to him? Where did he go? What's the rest of the story? It was just over. And I think that just really, like, impacted me, people's decision-making process. Like, this dude's beating up your kid, and he says sorry, and you're like, oh, well, okay. What? That just started changing my whole perception of adults. Like, they're stupid people. They're just big, that's all. I think it's called, hold on, let me look it up right now.
I think the movie, while you're looking that up, I think the movie that affected me the most, because even still I get angry at that movie, was the first movie I actually watched in theaters with King Kong. I just didn't understand why people were shooting him.
It's called Radio Flyer. Came out in '92. Yep.
Okay.
I never heard of it.
And Elijah Wood was like 11 years old or something.
He's been acting for a while, huh?
And as a matter of fact, the little brother was the boy from Jurassic Park. That was Ellie's little brother.
Wow.
But he was like, looked like he was like 5.
How old is I thought Elijah Wood was like our age, no?
Well, how old were you in '92?
12.
Okay. So he looks like he's like 11. That's what.
Oh, okay. I wasn't. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Was the father Tom Hanks? Get out of here. No, get good. Wait a minute.
I remember that movie, The Logic. I totally remember that cartoon.
Yeah,
and that was
wait. No. Okay. The father was Adam Baldwin, which was the dude from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Animal Mother, the crazy one.
Alex? Well, not Adam. Isn't it Alex?
Adam Baldwin.
Really?
Not one of the Baldwins of New York.
Not one of the. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's my impact.
I'm gonna look that up. I don't know if I want to look that up. That sounds too sad. But my movie was King Kong because I didn't understand why, they brought him to the city and then started shooting him up. So I think that's where I started disliking people and liking animals. So I think that's what scarred me. It didn't make sense to me. Why would you just shoot the monkey for acting like a monkey?
Gorilla.
Anyways, I guess nobody agrees with me. Y'all all suck.
No, absolutely. I mean, they took this guy, the king, out of the jungle, and because he was running around acting like what he's always acted like, they killed him for it. I mean, it's almost kind of a metaphor for a lot of things. Like when people get these tigers and stuff and try to make them stand on stools and deal cards and start juggling and stuff like that. Like when the tiger remembers, like, wait a minute, I'm like,
and they slap him.
Tiger.
Remembers
and
he's
they
a
smack
tiger.
him. They shoot him. Like, oh God, he went crazy. He went crazy. I think it was crazy that the tiger was on the stool dealing cards. That's crazy. And it's this 175-pound guy in some tights with a child's stool in his hand was able to convince this tiger that I'm bigger and better than you. That's crazy. Just like the elephant when he's walking around and you got these screaming kids on his back. Wait a minute, I'm an elephant, and start snapping. First thing they want to do is call the sheriff out, kill him, take him down.
Yeah, kill him. Yeah.
Like, whoa! Like when they shot that elephant to death. Back in 95, 96?
Oh, yeah.
And I was so angry. I'm like, yo, let him punch himself out and relax. Once he gets past this rage, take him out. But that's the reason I don't go see circuses at all, unless it's like Cirque du Soleil. I don't mess with any. I don't care if it's
cool,
Universal Circus. I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me who you are, what you claim.
You look scarred for life then, because of that one experience. Well, it's not even an experience, but I mean, what you visually saw. I don't know. I mean, a lot of kids don't like clowns because they had a clown at their party and something about clowns are creepy.
I don't understand that. Why some kids are scared of clowns.
I don't understand that either. It's just a freaking weird looking person.
Yeah, my son was that way when he had a second, third birthday party. I was like, "We scared of a clown."
Really, he was scared of the clown?
At 3 years old, I said, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Chill." But we like the Ninja Turtles. I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
You told him to man up, huh?
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, man, you like a talking turtle, but that's a clown, man. Come on, the clown."
So you're like, "No, first, suck it up." But okay, but you guys hear? But listen, look at all the kids who are scared of clowns. It's an epidemic. It's not a few kids. It's a lot. Last year, or was it the year before, there was a clown. There was a man dressed as a clown. I don't know if it was right before Halloween, but he was running through the United States, like shooting people up or either doing really random, dangerous, scary things to people. Do you remember hearing about that in the news?
I heard
when was it?
No.
Like, I want to say maybe last year or the year before, but it was. I think it was just prior to
the Halloween prank thing. The guys going around had an act, whatever. Yeah, that mess. Yeah, but he never came to the. But he never came to the hood though.
I never.
He never came to the hood though. He never came to the hood. He stayed in the suburbs. He never came to the hood.
You know what's funny though? The funniest clown story I heard was from this guy named Patton Oswalt. Comedian. It could have been a joke, but it's just the imagery is funny to me. He said he went to this birthday party with his kids. They ordered a clown. The clown texted and said his car broke down. So they're in the backyard of this person's house, and their house was on the edge of I guess developing land, but there was like a highway in the distance, but there was woods in between. The clown came walking out of the woods with
no.
Oh, wow. They came to the party. And they were like, what is it? And he was like, yeah, my car broke down. And he finally got over there. And he was like, but the image of a clown coming out of the woods with balloons and then came to the party. He said he, for a moment, was terrified. Then the guy was like, yeah, my car broke down on the highway. I just walked through the woods and got here so I can get here in time. And then he said after the show was done, it was around dusk, the clown walked back into the failing light into the woods. And he said that he started to cry inside for any person that was near that highway from when he came out the other side at night.
That's crazy. That's
No.
That is creepy.
Oh my God, he wouldn't have been able to come to the party. I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna tell you
have
this.
believed he was the clown.
That would have ended my night if I was on the highway and I saw a clown coming out of the wood line. Even though I'm in my car moving, I'm going home and I'm going to reassess some things. That's terrifying.
That's kind of creepy. And I mean, I don't really know why it's creepy. I guess because like scary movies actually like made you think that. But
no, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, there's certain things that's creepy, but you don't think about it. Just like when you hear a child's voice in the middle of the night, it's just a kid talking. They're not trying to be creepy, but kids are creepy. You know, just like if you're sleeping and you think that your kid is asleep, it's 2 a.m. You have no idea that they woke up. And they're quiet, you know, because they got those.
Oh, my God.
And you're just laying there, and you're kind of awake. You turned over or something, but you're still like, it's sleep time. You're not thinking. And you just hear in your ear, hi, in the ear, that. What are you doing? What? I was just.
I see dead people.
No, man. One time I was dead asleep. And I don't know what instinct I have that just has me wake up when people look at me now, but I was dead asleep and something said, wake up. And I opened my eyes and I just see this little person staring down at me. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Like, mommy.
That is the scariest thing ever.
That's crazy.
Oh my God! Logic,
let me tell you about
correct.
how my cat scared the shit out of me one time. I had a black cat, a tuxedo cat, right? And anybody who's never had black cats before, at night you can't see them because they're black, so they're not giving anything off. And I felt something near me, so I woke up and I was looking, but my eyes hadn't adjusted to like the complete dark yet. I don't know why I couldn't really see, but then I saw this like outline of something. Then I realized it was my cat, but I couldn't tell if she was sleeping because all you see at this point is the shape. And I kind of leaned in and kind of seeing if I see her eyes, and she just said,
Oh my God, logic. Oh,
so apparently she was staring at me the whole time. Like, what is he looking at?
She was looking at you. Why are you looking at her?
So that was really her saying, what? What are you looking at me for?
Okay, I have one, guys.
So I had to wake up and watch the Smurfs.
What?
I have like a, what is it called, an animal story to share too that just happened recently. But I think it's creepy. It's kind of like on the lines of that, I guess. Okay, so the other night, our dog is such an asshole. Like, excuse the expression, but I am not bonding with this so-called Shih Tzu. They lie. They gave us a very expensive mug. Anyway, so Charles and I are like we're asleep. It's in the middle of the night. We heard this thumping sound right upstairs. We keep our dog in the garage, in between the garage and some other room, because we can't come upstairs. We have all white carpet, and we're so pissed off about that. So we heard this thumping sound, like a pitter patter patter, but like thump thump. It got really really close, and he literally jumps off the bed and grabs the rifle, and literally cocks it. And we're thinking somebody got in the house.
I was about to say what?
Well, let me tell you what happened. Somehow the dog learned how to open the door from the laundry room because he's not supposed to be able to come out, but somehow he's able to open the door to the laundry room. So just imagine the first time this happened, I closed the door all the way. I didn't lock it. So this really freaked me out, and so we took him back downstairs. We closed the door and we're thinking everything's cool. We didn't realize that but he learned how to really just open it. We thought maybe I left it cracked. Then it happened again. And this time we're really knocked out asleep. And so I'm like, oh, my God, I was so scared. I'm like, what is that? And when I looked up, then I see the dog jumping up to the bed. But, oh, my God, it freaked me out because he was running, like, for his life from the laundry room and the garage area all the way up the stairs to the side of our bed. And it was so scary because we could imagine, like, what is that? He literally got his rifle. He goes, oh, my God, don't move. Oh, what is that? Oh. I'm like, hold on.
You said you got a Shih Tzu? You got a Shih Tzu, a small dog that can open a door with a high doorknob?
No. It's like a jar. No, it's a jar where when you think you close it all the way, we didn't realize that it doesn't, like, do that click. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't.
Okay.
So now we know how to push it, but we had no idea. We're thinking we're locked up in the house, right?
Okay, well, he didn't figure out how to open doors. He just pushed the door.
He just pushed it. Yeah, he pushed it open.
But the entire time that the dog has been there and that we've been in the house, he wasn't able to do that. But he's getting a little bigger.
Because he probably thought y'all motherfuckers was letting it click. And one day he did it, like, oh.
Exactly. Look, he didn't realize that because we tried to mess with it. You know, when dogs get old, well, cats, dogs, any animals, when they get a little older, they learn more. They get more. Curious, and they take their chances with whatever. So now we know we cannot leave. Now we have to. We're forced to leave them in the garage.
Apparently Kai's cats are over there, like, constructing, all kind of apparatuses to open up doors and start cooking on the stove at 2 in the morning.
I mean, my cats do open the door, but I don't close my door all the way. I'll close it, and they can, like, take their paw.
Yeah, but didn't you say you have
door.
one of the cats over there trashes the rooms when you're not looking, like just goes
in
there?
Oh my God,
has a rock session. Like,
she'll open
where'd you get
all
the
my
machine?
daughter's drawers, and she only does it to my daughter's room. She'll open all her drawers, take out all her clothes, swat everything off of her dress, and she'll just trash the room.
Damn.
I would have never believed that if I didn't see it myself. Because you have a kid. And you're like, why is your room dirty? I didn't do that. Well, who else is in this house? You're the only child. Who else is here? I didn't do it. The cat did it. Really? Really?
No, I got another creepy story. My friend, this is back when I was like 26. About 25, 26. My friend calls me at 2 in the morning. He was like, yo. I'm like, oh, yeah, what's up? Yeah, you want to play Xbox or whatever, to get online and play? I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, you want to? I was like, okay. So I kind of woke myself up. So we playing for a minute. I said, okay. Now that we done got that out the way, what's really wrong with you? What's going on? Right? So he said he was sleeping. And he had a daughter, right? And she was like maybe 3 or 4 at this time. So he's sleeping. You got your door open, whatever. He put her to bed. He's sleeping. He wakes up. Doesn't know why he woke up. But he's looking, and he just hears something. So he looks at the doorway, and out of nowhere, he hears a child laughing. And his daughter run by.
Oh.
Wow.
No.
He was creeped out. He jumped up and was like, what are you doing? And what happened was she was chasing the cat, and she was laughing, I guess, because it was funny to her to chase this cat. But he said just the imagery of
no.
Creepy children. They ruin everything. I'm telling you.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh, I couldn't do that. And the funny thing is only people with children will understand. Other than that, you're just thinking about what you see in movies. But if you actually have this happen to you, then you'll understand what we're talking about. Oh, my God. So anyway, second question real quick because we're behind. Next question. Would you give your kid or kids up to the cops if they did something that, was worthy of the cops coming to arrest them?
Wow.
What you mean, like murder?
Like murder, yeah.
Whatever that was worthy of the cats coming to arrest them, the cats, the cops.
Anything else?
I mean,
murder. See, murder, rape, yeah.
Yeah, as
So you
long
would
as
give
it's
them
not
up
something
only for
stupid.
murder or rape, but if they stole something or armed robbery,
No,
you
major
wouldn't give them up?
things like
No,
drugs,
major stuff.
stealing,
Major
all that
stuff.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you
but
can
if
put
it's,
on restriction if you steal something.
No,
You don't be,
if they stole
going
something,
to
I
the
tell them to, take it back and get them embarrassed in front of the owner of the store. I like to do shit like that.
I don't know if
it.
I would give my daughter up for anything, actually. So.
and people like you are the problem in society.
I don't really care. I'd give somebody else's kid up, but I don't think I would give my child up.
But you can't pursue it because that's a crime in itself. So then, how do you explain?
I don't really care. I'm going back to my country.
So here's my question. Now, how do you feel? About when you see trials or court cases where somebody killed someone else, and the murderer's family, or the person that killed the other one, their family is upset that this whole thing is happening. Like,
he's going to ask me a logical question based on somebody that I really don't care about. My problem is my emotions are tied in with my daughter. I understand the logic of it. Trust me. I mean, I feel bad for the parents of the other person, and
no, listen,
if it wasn't my kid, I can love my kid.
I can love my kid.
XYZ.
But if my kid, because some girl or some guy or whatever, if my kid then killed this person because they're imbalanced or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to be in court feeling like something wrong is happening to my child. I can love him, but in the end of the day, my kid did something wrong. I'm not going to sit there and act like, like I saw this one and it just flabbergasted me that this one person's family killed the other person and their family was there. And during the sentencing, the family starts screaming out for the perpetrator that this is unfair and blah, blah, blah. And then they said, when they were being escorted out, they told the victim's family, "We hate you."
Damn.
And they have a family member that died, like got killed by this person. But you are going to now say to them that we hate you? Why? What are you talking about? That's crazy. To me, that is just, grief is one thing that your kid is going to be basically going away for life, but you got to kind of put things in perspective here. Because if you were in the shoe, if the shoe were on the other foot and your kid got murdered by somebody that they knew, would you think it was fair that that family would then tell you, "We hate you"?
I mean, of course not.
Well, yeah.
But again, you're applying logic to this, so.
So you
Which
really,
I guess you
really
have to
wouldn't be
because
able
your name
to.
is Logic, so.
No, but seriously, if your kid did something like kill somebody, she was drunk driving, and she just ran over somebody and just killed someone's mother, you would really be in court, like, not caring that this happened. You would just be more focused
I
on
didn't
the
say
fact.
I wouldn't care. I didn't say at all that I wouldn't care. It's just, it's
Okay, rephrase it. If she was trying to get away from the cops, you would help her? Good
it's my kid.
God.
What? What? Damn.
She is a savage.
She's a...
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Are you sorry?
Just being honest.
We're sorry.
It's my child. So relationship questions. Okay, so this relationship question was sent in gibberish, so I have to kind of make it out to be English. All right.
Wow.
Okay, so this girl is with a 41-year-old guy, and she's 28. They have a baby.
Damn.
Okay, so they have a baby. Sorry, I'm really trying to translate this right now. So he's 41, she's 28. They have a baby, but she's complaining that they only have sex 3 to 4 times a month. They love each other and everything, but they just have sex 3 to 4 times a month. Her question is, what the hell? Good God. The reason why I'm laughing is it says, my question is, how do I ask to get piped down on the regular Uncle Elroy style? What the fuck?
Okay, let it slide. Let it slide. Damn, pipe down on the regular.
Listener, I'm not laughing at your question. I'm just laughing at how you phrased it. Like, what? All right, so let me recap so y'all get the gist of this because I'm translating it here. Guy's 41, girl's 28. They have a baby. They love each other. They have sex 3 to 4 times a month only. And her question is, how can she convince him to have sex with her more often because she's really trying to be faithful.
See?
And she just wants to feel desired and satisfied. Is that asking too much?
Hold on. Let me talk to Sweet Cooch Brown right now. First of all,
faithful.
28 with a 41-year-old dude, and you trying to get him to act like a 28-year-old dude. You should have got with a 28-year-old dude, fresh pot. Okay, you don't get to get an old dude because he had money and a little stability, and now you want the cream of the crop,
testosterone level went down.
The 5% of the world of men that's in their 40s getting down like a 20-year-old Cuban? What are you talking about?
Crazy.
Priorities are screwed up. You're hitting 30 and you're still trying to get more dick in life? What?
I know. Get piped down.
Come on.
Really?
Well, logic, look at this.
What?
They'll be almost equal, and then she'd understand why he doesn't have a high sex drive if she can hold it out until then.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said. What did you say?
When he's 23, she'll be 60. If she can hold out till then, she'll understand why his sex drive is so low, because so will hers will be as well.
He's not an old man, but he's starting to crest that hill of going down back on the decline.
The age difference, I was comparison to age difference. I'm not saying it's old either, but the age difference is what I'm saying. 60. Wasn't that about right? When he's 73, she'll be 60, right? Something like that. So what I'm saying is there's such a huge difference in the age, the gap there. So not only is he kind of going the direction of having lower testosterone and less interest and less sex drive, but eventually they'll both be seniors if she really cares about that.
But the thing is, she should have known that going into the relationship. He's 40. She should have known it already.
He was probably sweet talking her and trying to keep up with her.
No. See, this is what women do that irritate me. Stop that. Stop trying to act like she got tricked. She didn't get tricked. I'm telling you what she did. She was a young girl that wanted a guy that had a house and a car and a job and a blah, blah. She did not feel like walking that road with a young man that was the same age as her, and they would both be together while they tried to achieve this goal. She was a typical hot puss walking around and getting whoever had the best option for her. So she got with an old dude. And now the old dude is acting like an old dude. He's working, ain't got time to be coming home and putting it down. And let me tell you something else about you chicks. The best sex in life you're going to get is unemployed sex. So if he has a job, he's tired. Get it through your head. There's not normal for a guy to work 8 to 10 hours. Most of the time in this economy, dudes are working more than 10 hours a day. Okay, so it's not possible for a dude to be working almost 50 hours a week, but he's still peeling the wallpaper off 4 times a week. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? What are you talking? And you know what? Women in sex usually are just the receivers. Men have to do most of the work in a sex exchange. So that is literally like women cooking a 5-course meal 4 times a week, and they're still working a full-time job. Are you doing it? Yeah. No, you're not.
No.
Stop it. Cut it out. Your life is not a porn movie. It doesn't work that way, okay?
That's right.
How can I get dick down more? You got pregnant. Are you even mad? Like, what's the status? Are they in a relationship, or does she just get
Are they living together?
dicked up by some guy and she has his kids, but they don't, like, what's the story
Okay,
here?
check it. Here. Okay, everybody stop. I'm going to read this question the way it came into me, because all I could do was translate it for y'all. Hi. Here's a question. My man will be 41 by the end of this month. I'll be 28 in July. We have a baby, and on everything I love y'all, we were shocked as hello because we didn't even remember having sex. We may have sex 3 to 4 times a month. My question is, how do I ask to get piped down on the regular Uncle Elroy style? Because the sister really trying to be faithful, and I'm not one to take it. I just want to feel desired and satisfied. Is that asking too much? That's how the question came into me.
Listen to that last part. She wants to feel desired and satisfied.
Yeah.
So if she wants to feel desired, that's an internal issue she's having. Yeah. She doesn't feel like like whatever dude that you're with, and this goes for men too, whatever woman you're with, they are not in charge of your self-esteem. You have to get it together and get like, just because they're not constantly, like what women think, if a dude is not constantly pawing at you, then that means, he doesn't really, does he even find me? Shut up. Yeah. He's tired. Yeah. Okay, and guess what? Here's another thing too women don't like to hear. There's a certain point in a relationship where you don't impact him the same way. He's used to you, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that he's not going to be like, oh God, I gotta have it or whatever. You're reaching into that area of your relationship where, Lord willing, you're both mature. You start to get into a different zone where you're coasting and starting to learn how to merge your lives together. But it's no longer about fireworks and sweating up the room and everything. It's not about that anymore. That time is past. That he may still have passion for you, because dudes will love you the same way. It's just not going to be the same as some guy that just saw you on the street. And just because that guy that you're at work is showing you that kind of attention doesn't mean that that's a new relationship option. It just means he hasn't smashed you yet and doesn't know what it's like to smash you, so he's very interested in that way. Doesn't mean that your relationship is dead. It means your relationship has progressed into something more mature. Yep. But these girls do not act that kind of stuff because they're coming from single-parent homes, or even if they're not coming from single-parent homes, because that's another myth. It's not that many single-parent homes.
Okay, so check it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We gotta pay our bills real quick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play these 2 songs that I need to play. And I'm going to come back and say I have a response to something that Logic said, where he said, you need to make yourself feel desirable or the way you want to feel. And we're also going to answer the question, my boyfriend is married, but he's getting a divorce and wants to marry me. Should I believe him? So we're going to answer that also. If you have a question to ask, we're also going to ask, the question, once a cheater, always a cheater, is that true or not? But if you have a question that you want to ask, or if you have any input that you want to put in, you can always give us a call at 607-203-5378. That's 607-203-5378. You can also text at 484-840-3627. So the 2 pieces of music that we're going to play is I Will Wait by Filipe Ferin and Break the Rules by Kristii. Both artists you can find on our website, www.noconduct.com. Just search for musicians, and you'll see them under there. So we'll be right back.
but you got me outside of myself. Now I'm doing things I would never do.
Before
was Filipe Ferin singing "I Will Wait," and the first one was Kristii, "Break the Rules." You can find both of these artists on our website, www.noconduct.com. Just go to musicians, and you'll see them and past artists on our website. So before the break, we were talking about the 28-year-old and a 41-year-old guy. And she said she just wanted to feel, I guess, loved and desired. And Logic said, women, we need to start making ourselves feel that way. And I disagree. I mean, in addition to us making ourselves feel that way, I believe the men in our life should make us feel that way as well. Don't just leave it up to us to be like, oh, yeah, I feel good about myself, I feel desirable. No, if our man isn't making us feel that way, because if our man isn't making us feel like he wants us or that we're desired, then what the hell?
What
There's
do
two
women
people
do?
in the relationship.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. What
he's not telling you they're ugly. That's not.
Oh my God.
That would be another issue for some women.
That's what they do.
Okay, go ahead, Logic. I think you can get it out now.
What do women do to make sure men feel the best that they can feel in life in order to keep going? What do women do? And don't give me any of this horse shit about they make sure that he knows that they love him and they come home and their job is never done. Bullshit. What do women do specifically for their man where it doesn't benefit them, doesn't benefit no one else but their man? What do they do?
Physically or verbally?
My thing is, I said feel desirable. A woman turns around and make her,
I heard what you said. No, we're going back to what you said about women. I asked you, what do women do for men to feel the best they can possibly feel in life so they can continue? For the average man who's out here working for a living and he has to swallow his pride several times out of the day or possibly whatever the case, depending on their job, what do women do specifically for their man that makes them feel, you know what, I can keep this going. I can keep on dealing with whatever life throws at me and blah, blah, blah. What do women do? And if you say something physical, I swear I'm going to hang up this phone because you get something. Sex is a two-way street. If you put on a negligee and make sure that your man, comes home to you in some silk, you're getting something out of that process because you're getting smashed. So that's not just for him. What do you do for him?
I was asking women in general or Kai, like personally, or women. Me or her personally, or just women in general.
Women in general.
But how can we speak for that, Kai? You know how you would treat
your
man.
BJ, do you see?
You see that? I told you. I told you.
I just asked a question, and I've gotten 5 questions asked back to me. So the one question I've asked.
Everybody's been talking.
Okay. Go ahead. Answer the question, Kai.
I'm so sorry being corny.
Then Char.
I was gonna say a woman offers support to her husband. Support. So you come home, you had a bad day. We're here to listen to you, for you to put your head down.
And men don't listen to their wives.
I didn't say that they didn't. But you asked, what do women do without expecting anything in return? Offering support. If I offer support, I don't expect anything in return except to lessen the stress that you had of the day. I mean, I could be the one going out. No, don't BJ. I could be the one going out to work, but most men aren't about that. I don't mind going out to work. I have no qualms with that.
Let me even the playing field here. Okay, so when you say that you want your man to make sure that you feel desired, what a man then has to do is he has to do some extra shit. On the way home, he has to start giving himself
flowers.
He has to start giving himself a pep talk then he has to think about something nice he has to do for you to make you feel like he doesn't take you for granted. So now he has to start thinking about money. Like, okay, all right, now let me. In the next 2 weeks, I need to set aside like $150, $200 so I can take her out somewhere. And, you know, she can dress up and feel like she's special. I can get the car washed. Take her downtown, and I gotta pay for the parking because it's $25 just to pay for parking. So then I gotta pay for parking, and then when I get to the place, then they're gonna at least want 20% worth of tip. So now that's about another $7 to $10, $15 worth, and then she ain't gonna want to just eat and go home because she's just gonna say, all I did is eat and go home. So now I gotta go take her somewhere else, and we gotta go see dancing, and we gotta go see this, and then I gotta go home, and then on top of that, she's gonna expect me to be Rico Suave in the bedroom for another 2 hours, and then I'll be able to get some sleep before the weekend hits. Let me make sure that baby girl feels like she's desired. That's extra. You asking a guy about his day is not extra. What are you doing for your man to make him feel extra?
I can do all of that, but men tend to not like that. How is that my fault?
Oh, isn't that convenient?
No.
You want to do it, but we don't allow you to do it.
Oh, paying for this and taking you out and doing this. Then that, for some reason, makes you feel like less of a man. Well, how is that my fault?
What? No.
You really think men want a woman to take them out to dinner? And that's what they makes them feel like they're appreciated. Are you really saying that?
That's cool. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Are you saying that there's some man that will forbid?
Well, see, BJ has a different thought process than you.
I think that's
okay. Listen,
that's
all right. Take me specifically. Your assessment is that I would completely forbid my woman to be able to take me out to dinner. All right, fine. Let's say that I did that. Dinner is the only thing that you could do to make me feel that I'm the best thing possibly going out here in these streets. Like, are you serious? That's all you come up with?
I told you. I said everything that you mentioned, I have no problems doing that. But other than that, hold on. Wait,
stop. No. What I just described to you is what men do. Don't try to copy men and then say, well, you know, we try to do that. And then, no, I'm asking as a woman, stop trying to, like, put your thing in here. Be honest. How many women go out of their way to make their dude feel like he's the best thing walking on two legs out here when it doesn't have anything to do with sex or a good steak that they cooked? What do women do?
We give that man assurance verbally. Well, I do every single day, and it's not fair.
I already said that, Char. I already said that. He didn't buy that,
no,
so I don't know.
Because talk is cheap.
I'm not talking about the day. Reassure him that you appreciate everything that he does.
Okay, BJ, how many times have you been in a relationship?
What you say? Hello?
BJ.
I'm here.
His call dropped.
Oh, wow.
That's very convenient. I swear I didn't do that. I swear.
Oh, man. You dropped his call, Kai.
I swear it wasn't me. His call just dropped.
I was like, huh?
All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to call him, I'm going to ask the question real quick. So the next question will just go into the topic of the show, which was, my boyfriend is married but says he's getting a divorce and wants to marry me. Should I believe him? Which actually segues into, if somebody's a cheater, do you think that they can be reformed, or do you feel that they would always be a cheater?
Well, no, they can be reformed. You know, they can always be a cheater. No, they gotta grow and mature. You know, sometime in life, you can't, you know, get a girlfriend or a woman, a wife, whatever, and start cheating on them. They gotta say, okay, I'm a grown man, I'm mature, I'm not a kid and whatever. You know, just stick to one woman. I mean, control yourself. You know, and just like women too, they have to control themselves. You know, get one guy. Say, I'm bored. I need variety. There's no variety. Just get one guy.
Well, one of our listeners messaged in. They said, if your conscience lets you live with it, you'll do it again. True story. That's what they said.
Wow.
If your conscience lets you live with being a cheater, then you'll cheat again. Which is I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't affect you. You don't feel like you did
gotta
anything
have
wrong.
self-control. Yeah, but you gotta have self-control. You just got to have that. I mean, it's just. I know some for guys and some women it's hard because I mean, when I was in my 20s, it was hard for me too. I was, oh my God, I had what I call throwaway women. They just like, after the next week is like another woman, another girl. It's like throwaway. My mom called them throwaway women. She said, "Yo, I only see them one time." I'm like, "Okay, they throwaway, Mom." She's like, "Yeah." But I was that kind of guy. So you believe that, I guess, if a guy or girl cheats when they're younger, once they get older, they could be reformed? Yeah, if not, then they have serious problem with commitment. God, serious problem,
Huh. So if you had a girl, and I'm not talking about your past, I'm talking about seriously, if you had a girl who cheated on you, would you believe her if she said she'll never do it again and forgive her if you believe that cheaters can be reformed? At my age now, yeah, I could. If she's around my age, yeah. If she's like in her 20s, no. Around my age, yes. I think she could. I absolutely don't agree with you. Another one of our listeners messaged in, and they said, I think it depends on the person, which I agree with that listener. It depends on the person. If you cheated, I personally, maybe you'll never do it again, but I really can't trust you, so I'll never find out. So I don't know. Yeah. The trust issue will be a different, but you still, that'll be back in your head, so Once the trust issue flag comes up, yeah. See, once that flag comes up, it's hard to get pushed back down. It's like, we still talk with. I mean, I have friends that I know cheated back when I was younger, and if it came to the point of me, having to get with them now, I wouldn't because I knew who they were. You know what I'm saying? What? No, I wouldn't because I knew who they were. I mean, I had the inside scoop because, they quote-unquote treated me like one of the boys or whatever, and I knew when they cheated on said girl or another girl. So I know you were a cheater. I'm not going to trust you. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to trust you. But that's just me. Damn. Okay. That's like... Logic, what do you think? Do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater, or do you think somebody who cheated can be reformed? BJ seems to think that, if you're younger and more immature, then no. But if you're older, then more than likely you're more mature, you've learned, you can reform. What do you say?
I think it's the opposite. I think young girls, they could be cheating because of something else that happened or has been going on or whatever. And if you get to the problem early, they could be able to curb that behavior. But a grown woman still running around and sneaking and talking to people, no, I have no use for you. You're done. I don't even care about your story. You tell me something happened to you back when you was 18 or what? Like it's like you're okay, but you're 37 now. Like when is this going to turn around? What are you talking about? If you identified it that it is something happened to you when you were 17, that was 20 years ago. What did you do to change your thought process? Well, okay, all right, listen, get your bags, get your shoes, and out the door. There you go.
Kai, what I was earlier, logic is quick to put a woman out if she's not on her P's and Q's. So, anyway.
I mean, should it be any other way? Why should I have to sit here
I feel like sometimes your rule book may be hard to follow. Statutes.
What's hard to follow? Don't smash anybody else. Don't talk to anybody else that wants to smash you, and don't put your coochie on display for anybody else to see. What's hard about following that rule?
Okay,
Very
that
simple.
is so hard to follow, but don't you think you have quite a few rules, Logic? I mean, is there like a...
Really?
No.
What rules do I have, Char? What are you talking about?
Taking certificate, or is the certificate, that you bang them after that? I don't know. It just seems like you have a lot of rules. Those rules are good to go by. I think that shows integrity.
What
but
rules do I have? What are you talking about?
You just quick to put people out. Go. Get your stuff. Go. I just feel like maybe
no.
You don't
Listen,
compromise.
I'm going to say what a lot of men who won't say to you women. If I'm investing in you in a relationship, you're an investment. And I hate to use this because I know a lot of women are going to be, that's so misogynistic. It's like buying a car. I'm not going to pay top dollar for a used car that sometimes when I'm not driving it, somebody else will show up with their own keys and go drive my car, put miles on it, and everything like that. And
That's a good analogy. That's a good one.
All right, well, yeah.
Is he gone again? What? Logic?
Yes.
Oh, I thought your phone disconnected again. I was about to say.
Yeah, like
yes,
you're an investment. Again, it's like you're moving into a house and you had to put down $150,000 at the bank. Oh, and by the way, some other people are going to be coming in and out whenever they get ready. If you're at work, they'll come in and eat your sandwiches and cook on your stove and leave a mess for you. You got to clean it up. They're going to leave the mess. And they're going to, but you still, you own the house, though. Technically, your name is the one that's on the house, but people will come in whenever they get ready and have barbecues and have their feet up on your coffee table. Like, hey, what's going on, man? I'm just leaving, I forgot that. I used to live here, and the house remembered me living here, but then the house let me in, but I'm leaving now, so don't worry about it. It's the house realized that it made a mistake. And no. I'm burning that place to the ground. It's not. No. Understanding. Are you kidding me?
I guess, but Char seems to think that you are basically controlling. She's saying controlling without saying controlling.
I use that metaphor for this reason.
Say.
When a man invests in a woman,
he's not controlling though.
He's not going to want his woman to go to work with a sweater on with a circle cut out at where the titties meet and everything like that. He's not going to want his girl going out to happy hour after work talking about they're just friends from work. I don't understand why he's being this way. And this guy is like buying her a drink. Like, yeah, you want to go and let's dance a little bit. It's just dancing. It's no big problem. It's just dancing. And and your girl is out two-stepping right now with a guy. And then she comes back, and then we just went out for drinks. Oh, so you went on a date. Sounds like a date to me. No, what do you mean? I can't believe this is the 21st century. Listen, there's an Uber coming for you, okay? So just hurry up and get ready. I'll read it. Trust me. I'll read it.
You should have read C code 7 and section 37A. You should have read that.
Oh, my God. Why do all women think you're controlling, Logic? Anyway, we got to go. Next show, we're actually going to be playing a game, Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old? So that's next show. I'm pretty sure Logic's going to pass. All the rest of us are probably going to fail. And we're going to find out how controlling Logic really is for those women who want to be with Logic out there. So that's next week, Thursday, right here on No Conduct Radio. Thank you for joining us. Peace out, everyone.
Send your letters in, ladies. Mail to all Logic. Everybody have a great
Logic week. Wiseman on Facebook.
All right. Have a great week, everyone. Seen out from Las Vegas. Be safe.